Hello everybody, it's Dr. Zaino with 15 Minute Fuel. We're just in 15 minutes a day. I'm going to fuel your mind, your body, and your future. As always, we start with the announcements. Episode 20, totally off the hook. Hopefully you guys like that. Make sure you go to the Dr. Zaino fan page to see the We Are Heroes episode 20. You'll see a link right there. And then also go to YouTube. You'll definitely YouTube, subscribe, and follow. You'll see all the We Are Heroes episodes. And for those podcasters out there, you like to listen to things, we're also on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Stitcher. So make sure you join on those. It's all Dr. Zaino. It's all there. We keep it easy for you guys. One little thing, the whole store swag thing, we are getting together. I kind of jumped a little bit too early. We'll have that up in a week, and I'll give you more info on that later. And that's about it. Thank you just so much for all the emails. I had, you guys are amazing. The comments and the emails, I don't know how long we've been doing this, but it hasn't been long, right? Maybe 70. We've been doing this, and it's in the 70s, the We Are Heroes. So in 70 days, it seems like a long time, but it really hasn't been. But what's amazing is the hundreds of emails, the hundreds of comments you guys done. But we're talking tear-felt gratification, lives being changed, shifts in mindset. A lot of you guys are going through some tough stuff, and you're finding peace and gratefulness in the tough times, and it is just so overwhelming because you got to understand, I'm here in Houston, Texas, right? So I'm here in Houston. I'm talking to my phone. I don't even see you guys. I see you guys popping up like Sean and Shelly, but understand, the whole camera team. We're here in Houston. I'm talking. I tell them I'm talking to lenses, glass, and wires, not knowing that. I know there's human beings at the other end, but never to the impact of hundreds of thousands of people, lives totally being changed and shift, and it's beyond words to say how grateful I am for you guys, and that I'm so thankful for you, and that it is all worth it. Even for one of you, if it just helped one of you watching this, everything we've done was absolutely, totally worth it. And that brings us into our topic today. Money is the root of all what? Growing up in a certain denomination, it seemed to say that money was the root of all evil. A penny earned was a penny saved. Scarcity mentality. It's better to give than to receive. And I grew up in type of a poverty scarcity mentality. I went to school, even a doctorate school. We were told, if you come out, you'll be lucky to make this much a year. It's going to be a tough profession to even make it. You might want to get a second job. So I was in it was a scarcity poverty mentality. I was just conditioned to believe a certain way. And so when you're in scarcity and poverty mentality, what it is you hold on and you start to hoard. And when it came to money, actually in a poverty or scarcity mentality, money becomes your master. It's like the exact thing we're told to avoid. You don't want money to become your master. In a scarcity poverty mentality, it does become your master. Everything is about, I don't have enough money, or I'm trying to get the money, or I'm waiting for my check, or I'm going. So the money, this idea of money becomes the master that decides the happiness of your life, with your family, your job. It really puts the shackles on you. And the thing is, once I switched over to this abundant mindset, and the abundant mindset wasn't because I made a certain amount of money. A lot of people think, if I had your money. No, it wasn't your money, because I know plenty of people, really good friends of mine, that do have a lot of money, but they're so stressed and have still a scarcity mindset, because it's not the amount in the bank account that's going to change your heart about it. Because I've seen people with $10 and more million, right? And they are so scarce. They're so stressed. They walk around fearing it's all going to be taken away from them. And what they do is they hoard it. Just like the biblical parable where the guy, he built bigger silos to hold the corn, and he gathered and stuffed and held. And then God was like, "You fool, you're going to die tomorrow." And you had all this treasure, and it was used for nothing. So today I'm going to talk about money's not the root of evil. The intention of money and how you think about it could be used for good or bad. I want you to think of money as potential, right? Money is potential and exchange in value. So if you have money in the bank, let's say you have a stack of it like this on the table, it's just green ink on paper. And we have put such a value and such an emotional thing to this green ink on paper, but all that stack is potential at most. Potential meaning that, what can you do with that? So you could take that and you could buy food, right? Great potential. That's good intention. You could buy, nice clothes for your kids. You could buy that for a family vacation. You could take that and exchange it for a product service idea that benefits you or you invest in. Some of you exchange it in education to get a skill. That also could be used recklessly, right? To buy drugs, to buy something that's dangerous, or go out drinking. We could use that potential for something that's destructive. But money is emotionless. It's not evil and it's not all good. It's an emotionless thing. We can't just say it's this or that. It's the love of it, but it's the love of our intention of what we want to do with it. But if you took the money and understand this, how do you build a school in Ecuador? How do you send an optometrist down to Ecuador where kids are blind or they can't see and they're able to wear glasses and now they could see? How do we build churches in different areas of the world to build them up? How do we go over and we feed homeless people? How do we do all that? Money. See, money is the root of all good. Anything good in your heart, any massive dream to do good for people, it's going to take the potential of money to do that. And the reason why I'm talking about that now is if some of you are watching this and you're salespeople, and salespeople have sometimes a negative, reference about them. But the thing is, when you're a salesperson, the thing is you're not taking money because you're a bad person. You're allowing someone to exchange potential to get something they always wanted, right? So if they wanted a beautiful home, if you're in real estate, you're selling a house. Because what you're doing is the exchange of that money is allowing this person to live in a beautiful home to raise their entire family. You're allowing them, you're helping them to get something that is a good, wonderful thing. If you sell cars, right? Someone comes down in a dangerous, broken down car, you're showing them, hey, listen, there's an exchange of value here so you could get into something that's safer. When it comes to your health, when I work with people, when my care plan's $3,500, which is spit in the ocean compared to a hospital bill or a day in the hospital, what I'm doing is you're exchanging service for me to help guide you with wisdom, insight, understanding, to find the blind spots that's affecting your greatest asset of your life, your health, to allow the vehicle of your body to maximize at its full potential, to live an abundant, amazing life. To be able to develop your skills, live your hero, be there for your kids, have an amazing life, and save the hundreds of thousands of dollars that 84% of Americans spend in sick debt and medical bills. You see, so what is the investment of that? So money is the root of all good. To do good things, to help people, to feed the starving children, all of that, it takes money. So we have to have a good association with money. But it's so tough. My wife and I, being raised in a very non-denominational type of thing, you almost you felt martyred. You felt that money had a little bit of dirtiness to it, or you'd be looked at, or you were worried what other people would think. There's no enlightenment in shrinking for the insecurities of others. And so what happened? So no matter how well you did, you always felt a little guilty. Someone would say, "Oh, I love that shirt," and you would say, "What would I say? Oh, I got it on sale." Why would I say I got on sale? Because I was worried if someone complimented something about me. I like that watch, even though this watch, it's just a Nike watch. Let's say I had a nice watch and said, would I like that watch? Say thank you. But what do we tend to do? Oh, it's nothing, it was on sale. Why? Because we're trying to minimize our value in what we did because we have an attachment that something about the money was evil or bad, because that's kind of the way we're raised. So it's that gut reflection. But when we realize that money is the root of all good, and the purpose of this 15-minute fuel is, it's okay to wake up and say, I want to exchange as much value to the marketplace to get as much value back in the form of potential of money, or making more, or exchanging more value to have more income. Because then I know your intention. Your intention with that income is to give yourself freedom and to do good things, to give more. You can't give without having it, right? So it is okay to receive. You follow? I have to receive to be able to give. I have to receive love and admiration from you guys to give love and admiration. So money is just a form of potential. It's a form of energy of exchange that if we could have a healthy approach saying, you know what? Tomorrow when I wake up and go to work, that money is the root of all good, because all the good stuff in life that we have in our hearts to happen, money is needed to do that. So if I have it like that, the parable in the Bible, if I stuff it in the silo and keep it and hoard it, you have all this potential that could be used for amazing things. So of course, that's why invest in yourself. Well, it's too much money. Well, no, you're saying that money is more valuable than you. It's not. Invest in yourself, develop your skills. There's some docs on here, we invest to go to seminars to develop better skills. People invest in their health. They invest in their child's skills and education. All these things, it's always an investment, because we want to take the potential of the money and allow it to multiply in abundance for the greater good. And that's really a hero, right? It's something where now, if you're taking it and allowing it to multiply for bad, and that could be, like I said, if we have a drinking problem and you're investing in destructive health, or you're investing in things that could be very destructive, like gambling and stuff like that, that could be destructive. So you're putting that potential into destruction. But if you see money as a really good thing, because it's the potential of it could do amazing things in your life, allowing you to do amazing things in other people's lives, and to start dwelling on it and switching that paradigm, you'll be amazed on how you'll start raising your income, because now you're not feeling guilty. There's not a contrast. There's such a contradiction that a lot of you are fearing success. I talked to someone this morning. They had fear of success. Think about that. We have goals we want to achieve, but we're afraid of hitting them because you don't feel worthy. Or it's all this stuff we were subconsciously taught when we were younger, the dogma. I know these 15-minute fuels allow us to really question what we were told. And I think we are coming of an age where it is okay to question all the things we were told and really see, well, where was the root with that? Did someone say it's better to give than to receive? Was it in the best benefit of them that said it? Just start questioning yourself. Because I can tell you, money is really a good thing when it's used with the intention of your heart. And I know for you guys that were watching right here, I know the intention of your heart. I know with that, you're like, well, how do I get more? You just give more value. If you're at work and your job is to do so much, I want you to go above and beyond the duties of your job. Because when you go above and beyond the duties of your job, you're investing into yourself. And and you know what? It might take a month, 2 months, or 2 years, but that'll be known, and then your exchange of value will be received. And so when you start saving money, of course, be a good steward with it, and then you reinvest it in yourself and your family, and then you use part of it, 10, 20% of that, to go make really amazing good thing happen for other people. This is how you could give. So remember, money is the root of all good. Say that to yourself any morning. And I know that you guys are out there and we've been told it was the root of all evil, but just keep on saying to yourself, you know what, money is the root of all good. Because I'm a good person, and if you're a good person at heart, your intention's always going to be great. Money's the potential to get you there. So if you like that, just give me some thumbs up, give a big heart right there, and hit the share button, because I think it's a message that a lot of people need to hear. Because I notice the people that have that mindset, they usually have no money at all, and because of that, they live in bondage. So when you do see it as a good mindset, you become the master of your money. Remember, you're the master of your money. Money's not the master of you. All right, let's see. Thanks for all the thumbs up and stuff like that. It was awesome. Let's see if we have any comments. Any comments, just put right there. Hey, Emmett. Hey, Dale. I'm going back and we can see one. Any questions, put there. Please share. Hit the share button. Episode 20. So tomorrow what comes out, right? Episode 21. I just saw that today. Dr. Vasquez will be there. It's a really good one about living your ultimate life. Awesome. So I'll close with this when you guys are getting your questions in. If you're not watching this live, do your comments. We'll be able to, I'll still answer them, of course. So let me do full circle from what I started with. So when I got an email this morning of someone whose life was dramatically changed, and they went their whole life thinking a certain way, they were told a lie their whole entire life, and to see that they're a better person to their wife and to their family, to their kids, or to see someone that was very angry at me when I started talking about the 15-minute fuels, saying that it's okay to have pride and ego, and they got so angry that I would ever say that. And they started to look up the definition, and they realized that, you know what, I could feel worthy about myself, and I could receive love, and I could feel esteem and self-confidence and be okay with it. And to see the transformation alive, and to see tears, because I was talking to them on a Skype, to see tears come into their eyes, and saying, you know what, I was given a responsibility, and I'm going to take this responsibility, and I'm going to make the best of it. And she had said that, but before I didn't feel worthy of it. I felt that I couldn't do it because of all the lies she believed in her life. So just today, I'm just looking at 2 emails, and I can't even go deep into them because they were so deep and dark. There's one person that they're losing their son this week. Their son's not going to make it through the week. And they said, we watched episode 20, and your insight made me realize how there's just a much bigger why in this. Thank you. And I don't know if I could thank anybody when I was about to lose my son in a week or any day. I don't think I could thank anybody. If anything, I think I would be mad at God. But for someone to be touched, to see that there's a why and there's a reason for everything, we won. Do you understand? Like, this whole thing was worth it. And just to let you know, transparency, the 15-minute fuels aren't free. I got to pay for them. The camera guys that do an amazing job, it's not free. It's their time. And we do everything together. And you know what? It's all worth it. Because that's who we went. So that's the oxygen. So to us, even if all this stuff helped one of you, it was all worth it. And we just want to invite you on the journey to help share it with other people. Because like BJ Palmer used to say, never underestimate how far something you say, think, or do could affect the lives of millions of people tomorrow. God bless. We'll see you soon.